Peace and pugilism, all combat fanatics. I just want to go on a quick live and say a salute to Anderson Silva, um, who will definitely go down as one of the greatest of all times. That is without a doubt. And it was just hard seeing him go out like that. But sometimes it's just your time. And when I shouldn't say sometimes, it's always every fighter comes upon a time where it's just not their time anymore. But I have been watching MMA since 1994. And I have to say that over the span of time from then to right now, 2020, Anderson Silva is one of the most electrifying fighters ever in UFC history. I can go back to this day. I can go back to the first time I seen him fight, and that was against Rich Franklin. And I seen this man grip his head in like a Muay Thai grip and continue to bludgeon Rich Franklin with just knees to the torso that would look so destructive. Actually, looking at it again, you couldn't, from the outside looking in, the damage that was done to Rich Franklin, the spectator could not tell. You couldn't really tell the damage done to Rich Franklin. Now, on the first time he hooked him around the neck, but about the second time he hooked him around that neck and bludgeoned his body when he was up against the gate in the octagon, once he let go of Rich Franklin was completely done. Completely done. I thought it was one of the most spectacular wins I've ever seen in UFC history. And Anderson Silva gave us many of that. Anderson Silva raised the bar. He raised the bar. 10 straight consecutive title defense wins, 16 straight wins overall. He set a standard. If he's not in your top 5 greatest of all time, I don't know who the fuck you smoking, because nobody was touching this man at one point in time. Literally. I mean, Anderson Silva was damn near untouchable. Before Khabib, there was Silva. Anderson Silva lost to Uriah Hall. 4th round TKO. And he did that so oftentimes. He was without a doubt the most devastating striker, top 5 devastating strikers in UFC history. Standing up or on the ground. And when people try to test him at the ground, with the ground and pound, he'll submit you out of nowhere. Times when we thought Anderson Silva was about to, on the verge of losing, the streak on the verge of being over, he pulled out something out the bag that we never seen before that. Anderson Silva. After this fight with Uriah Hall, Uriah Hall paid him so much respect, and Uriah Hall was actually crying in the ring with him. Crying. You can hear him in the post-fight embrace between them saying, "I'm so sorry." It was hard to see. It was very hard to see. But in this sport, sometimes it's the inevitable. Anderson Silva, I believe, is 40. Is he 45 years old? I hope he walks away from the sport, because it appears to me his punch resistance is almost gone. You know? Before he didn't get punched often before at all. But it hurt my heart to see him grabbing on to Uriah Hall's leg while Uriah Hall was hammer fisting him in the back of the head. And then it hurt me in the fourth round to see him grab the leg of the referee as the referee was stopping a fight. He was just holding on his leg, holding on his head like a little child, and not even realizing, I believe, that it was the referee's leg. It wasn't a good look. I know the ego is something. I know at one point Anderson Silva thought he was pretty much unbeatable. But that is not the case anymore. And I do not want to see Anderson Silva holding the leg of his opponent the way he was tonight, or holding the leg of the referee the way he was tonight in the future to come. So I hope this is it for Mr. Anderson Silva. I truly hope this is it. He's done everything he could do. He's inspired an entire generation of MMA fighters. He's inspired martial arts around the world. King, sometimes you got to know when to call it quits. You are easily my top 3 favorite fighters of all time. Let the young generation have their time, brother. I beg you. You do not deserve, okay, to have pictures of you grabbing the legs of your opponent or of the referee because you just can't take the punishment anymore. When you're at the point where you can't take the punishment anymore, it's your time to leave, Anderson. It's your time to leave, brother. Again, what more can you do? You will go down as, without a doubt, one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time. Okay? Don't put your children through it. Don't put yourself through it. Don't put your fans through it. Because we may not know you personally, but we do adore you from afar. And we love you. Just let it go, Anderson. Okay? You are a legend. You are an icon. You are a GOAT. And nobody can take that away from you, brother. This is Myron Magnus of Boxing Logics United. Thank you all for listening. Please hit the like button. Subscribe if you have not. I appreciate you all. And I'd like to say, one love to the Spider.